I don't know how long it started. Actually, this is the first deck I picked up, so we're gonna use it. Hey everybody, it's Gianna the Mythical Garden. Hope all is well. Happy Monday. Monday has been moving so fast. So what we're gonna do is collective reading first. I think I'm gonna do one about like money and career because that has been the forefront about things. So money and career, let's see. All right, ancestors, for the collective, what's going on to collective when it comes to money and career? What's going on with the collective when it comes to money and careers? All right, let's see. What's going on with the collective when it comes towards money and career? Oh. Yes, out the door, out the door. That's what I like to see. Let's see what else. Yes, okay. All right. What is this 10? Okay. We're gonna leave that one sideways. Get one more card. Six of Pentacles. Yes. All right. So we're gonna start with. All right. Let's do this. We're gonna start with the Justice card. Justice card came out sideways, right? When it comes to money and career. So it just tells me that right now a lot of things are being sorted out. Ain't nobody even talking about divorce or something. Please get out of here. Oh, thank you, Amber. Like, we're talking about money and careers, right? Sorry, yeah. So things are just like things are being played out. Like, it's getting corrected. Your money situation is getting corrected. It's not fully there. It's there. It all depends on like what choice you make and how you have this mindset when it comes to money, right? So then we have the Empress. Was in reverse, right? So the Empress in reverse is telling me like in the past, a lot of us chased money, which is fine, you know, chase the bag, right? But it wasn't in a healthy mindset. It was like, oh, I'm chasing money because I lack money. I'm chasing money because, you know, there's a scarcity mindset here. But it's good. I feel like this is all changing because everybody's starting to realize, you know, abundance comes easily. Like, if we detach from the outcome of money, if we detach from the stress of money, the scarcity of money, it's gonna help bring in more money. So that's why the Justice card is sideways, right? And then we have the 10 of Swords, and when the 6 of Pentacles came out in reverse, right? In the past, a lot of you guys overgave, especially with money. There was a lot of overgiving here, and this kind of like blocked a lot of the money situations, money blessings, and stuff like that, right? So this is like the new energy I'm getting. Like, you guys learned, this is the 10 of Swords, you guys learned from all those lessons of overgiving, especially money. So now it's like, I wouldn't say necessarily you guys are holding on tight to it. It's more like, okay, I'm being selfish. I'm helping those who help me, right? But then we have the King of Pentacles. This is the energy everybody's gonna start embodying, especially in 2026. But 2020, like December 2025, is like the stepping stone. It's like laying out the foundation. And then we also have the High Priestess. A lot of people have this inner knowing that their financial situations are gonna improve. Like financial situation is gonna improve. Promotions are coming in. What else? Blessings are coming in. Like it's a lot of I just know. It's like I can't explain it for me. I just know, and this is a calm knowing. Usually, this is how like the spirit know. Your spirit knows like things are good. Things are coming because you're not really necessarily holding on to the outcome, not being anxious, not having fear. It's just really, really calm, and it's like, oh, let's forget about that. All right, let's see what else. What the tea? What's the tea about this? What else can you tell me about career and finances? What else can you tell about the career and finances? Hi, Shanae. Who is that? What they wrote, Amber? All right. Yes, Jesus is love. Yes, Jesus loves you. Hi, Layla. I mean, the first people. Let me finish this, and we're gonna get into that. Let me get one more. Yes. Oh, definitely modern. This we're gonna get into that too, Jessica. We're gonna get into that too because I got a story for y'all. So, collective reading, Layla, for careers and finances. Right? So this is how the mindset is. It's same shit, different day, right? When it comes to career finances. Right now, this is the energy we're coming out of it because we're learning as a collective that we can make money doing anything. We can make money doing hobbies, arts and craft, just posting content. Like this is in a new age now. We're learning that we don't have to stick to the rigid system of society where only making money is, hi Phoenix, only making money is just through 9 to 5. A lot of people souls are not made for 9 to 5. Right? And then we have karmic friends, right? Karmic friends are the ones that I was talking about how you overgave, like karmic friends, like bad reputation. So once you cut these karmic friends off, they're gonna start spreading lies about you, right? So that's where bad reputation is coming from. So these karmic friends, once you realize that, you know, you give them, overgive, and it's not working because they are, like I said, this is blocking your blessings. When you're connected to certain people, these certain people will block blessings from you. So once you realize like they're not good for you and you pretty much cut ties or keep them at a distance or keep them at bay long enough for your blessings to come in, they're going to start doing like a smear campaign, running name through the mud, do bad things. So don't let them do that because if you entertain this energy, it's just going to delay your finances, delay your job promotion, the careers, everything. Right? And it's funny, Jessica said modern experience because we have impersonator come out. It says, want your life, copy your style, obsessed with being you, right? Yeah, so you're going to have people that's going to try to copy you. A lot of people don't understand you're natural trendsetters. Like your energy, your aura, and how you do is a natural trendsetter. One example, let's say for instance, if you dye your hair a certain color, and next thing you know, everybody around you is dyeing your hair a certain color, those NPCs are following the trend. You're a natural trendsetter. So be aware people are trying to impersonate you as well. But this is how we are. Queen rising. Doesn't matter if you're male, female, queen rising. Your energy is rising. Your energy, your aura is elevating. So this is why a lot of people are coming out the woodworks. You probably have seen flies. You probably have been having weird dreams. People feeling like people are watching you, right? But as a queen rising, you starting to glow up. Eyes on you, you're in the spotlight. Right? Oh. Hi, Mystic. I'm sorry. They were irritating my soul. It was just a matter of when they were gonna say something stupid. But yeah, we're in the queen rising energy, right? Right now, as a collective, a lot of us are leveling up, especially spiritually. Right, like especially spiritually, a lot of us are leveling it up, and once you start leveling it up, your aura and your energy, your energetic field starts expanding so much. It start expanding. A lot of people are gonna start testing your boundaries, testing your new um energetic you. So they might come in a form of uh trolls. They may come in form of flies, friends starting to people that never watched your stories are watching your stories now. So like just know like you're on the globe, you're up and coming, especially now you're rising. A lot of your blessings are coming in and coming in fast. Right? So that's what I have for career and money. Like a lot of us are getting a financial shit together. Like even though it doesn't look it, it's getting together, and a lot of people are aware of that. A lot of monitoring spirits are aware of that. They are very, very much aware. So as I'm shuffling this, so we're gonna go to like the first thing. The one thing I like about Christians, because I did go to Catholic school my entire life, and I was always told I'm gonna go to hell. Right? You know, there's no such love as Christian hate, right? But what a lot of people, a lot of these Christians don't realize and understand is the Bible is a whole grimoire. The Bible is a whole spell book. Go in the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms is everything you need to like do spells with. They have stuff on enemies, they have stuff on blessings. Like there's literally a whole book. The book of Psalms is a whole spell book. The Saint James Bible is a spell book. Because Saint James is a sorceress, right? And then you gotta look at it like this. Taking First of all, drinking and eating the body of Christ is a cannibalistic ritual. Right? Since we're gonna talk about it, because I love pissing off the Christians. It's a cannibalistic ritual. And it's a pagan ritual, or ancient pagan ritual. And then if you look at it again, a lot of the things that are taken from the pagans are celebrated by Christians. So that's one. So like Christians be the first one again. Everything, Jesus loves you and this and this and that. But funny and some bottom spirit hater. But it's like they don't really see they malfunction when you tell them like, yo, the Christmas tree is a pagan custom. They decorate the Christmas tree so it could confuse evil spirits during Christmas. Right? Easter is Ostora, is the celebration of fertility. It's too much to not say that paganism been around for way longer than Christianity, and it's really sad that they are really demeaning towards other customs when their whole blueprint is from pagans. And now back to the modern, and what Jessica said about winter spirits. Girl, they've been ramping this shit up. I actually had a dream about a monitoring spirit. Right? And in a dream, somebody was trying to mirror my phone, or what we call it, clone the phone, mirror your phone. And the first time I was like, what the fuck is this? So I hit canceled in a dream, and then they tried again, but I let them do it so I could see who it was. It's a woman. It's a woman trying to like peek into my energy, and I'm just like, ma'am, I know who you are. I know who you are. Stop it. Right? But then I having people that watch my stories all of a sudden now, and I'm just like, oh, y'all watching little old me. It's cool. It's cool. But monitoring spirits are definitely trolls are monitoring spirits. Internet trolls are definitely monitoring spirits. And they're also here to like try to bring your vibration down and like knock you off your path. Okay. But yeah, so if you guys want have a question, I could do a reading for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ooh, I got hiccups. All right, I got you, Amber. See. Cloak, yeah. It's very, Christianity is very oppressive religion. All right. Sexy Empress, start veiling your energy. Do smoke veil. Smoke veil, because what the smoke veil does, it one cloaks you, two, it clogs their sight. They can't see you because it's like walking through a thick, dense of fog. That's one of the things I love to use, cloak veil. All right, Amber. Then I have Sexy Empress after. All right, Amber wants to know, how does her brother feel about her? Amber wants to know, how does her brother feel about her? All right, Jessica, you be after Sexy. Amber wants to know, how does her brother feel about her? Okay. Okay. So, all right, we're gonna start here. All right, I was gonna say something. God, my throat got scratchy. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, right? So your brother does have love for you. There is love there between you two, but I just feel like there's some type of sadness behind this love, like on his end. But I don't feel like he talks about it. And I said, the reason I said, because we have the Three of Swords here. Okay, so there's something that, some type of sadness there. I don't know. It could be like how you been treated or being treated. That's the sadness. But I don't feel like he is the one to like step up and say something. I feel like he's very introverted, because we have the Hermit in reverse here. And it's also given like he feels excluded. right? Like excluded or there's some type of, because the Hierophant reverse too, some type of like detachment between you two, like a soul detachment. Like you guys don't have the brotherly and sisterly love. Like he loves you, but there's no brotherly or sisterly love there, if that makes sense. It's like, you know, I love them, they're my family member, but we don't connect as like brothers and sisters. But there is like underlying sadness, underlying sadness there. We're gonna figure out, so what's the T? Because what's the T? All right. So we have played out in cyberbullying. I just feel like this is like, you know, family just bad talking about you on online or something, or criticizing you online. All right. And then to him, he feels like it's played out. It's like, do something new, right? Do something new. Like, this is whack. It's been there, done that. This is whack. Like, he's getting fed up with this. Because it's like, nobody needs to know the business online. Like, I don't know, for some reason I keep getting Facebook. Right? Like, nobody needs to know the business online. Like, I get it, everybody's connected to Facebook because of family. But it's like, cut it out. It's played out. That's the energy I'm getting. And then we have hustling. So we have hustling. Like, I feel like he worked hard, works a lot. Like, he feel like he works for everything. Like, he didn't necessarily get things handed to him that much, but he definitely had to work for it. For this is what's confusing me. Marrying for money. I don't know if this is what he wants you to do, like marry for money, because now it says, like, you know, people are now saying, especially women are saying, we're not marrying for love, we're marrying for money. But I feel like this is like type the energy he wants for you to do, marry for money. Or is he, or whoever he's getting married to is marrying him for money. That's what I said. This part is very, very confusing. Hi, Martin. But he's definitely has like love. He's for you. But he's like really detached. He doesn't like how the family treats you, but he doesn't want to be also, he doesn't want us to come to the treatment as well. Right? But I don't know. The whole married for money thing is like really throwing me off. It's two things. It's either he wants that for you, or it's whoever he's gonna marry or engage to, he's or whoever he wants to get engaged to, if he's dating, is marrying him for money. But it's very weird. I'm not getting he wants you to leave type energy. Maybe he just wants somebody to like have a like provider energy for you. But that's what I have. I don't feel like he has any type of malicious intent. I just feel like he doesn't know how to connect to you in a way. It could be like age gap or just difference in how both of you were parented. Right? Uh, that's what I have for you, Emperor. There's no malicious feelings from him. He, you know, definitely loves you because you're a family member, but it's like, it's like detached. Like, okay, so for instance, me and I better explain. So me and my brother, we're 15 years apart. My brother's older, 15 years apart. Like, I love my brother, but we don't really have nothing in common because we're from totally two different generations. And by the time I was growing up, he was already out the house and stuff like that. All right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm also open for donations, Cash App and Venmo. And if you want more one-on-one reading, which is 60 minutes with me, we could do anything. Phone call, Zoom, or if you have iPhone, FaceTime. I have the booking in my link tree. It's $75. All right. Finances. Okay, let me put this card down. Why every time I come up in here, my right eye be twitching? Like, damn, like, leave my right eye alone. All right. Finances for spring 2026. All right, what are Phoenix Soul's official finances for spring 2026? Order Phoenix Soul finances for spring 2026. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna take this card. All right. All right, Phoenix. So we have the Fool. Right, this was on the bottom deck, and I was like, we're gonna take the card because this is, you are gonna have a new chapter in finances, right? A new chapter in finances. But before you get to this, like before you start trusting, there's some things that are gonna happen, right? One, we have the Tower, right? So there's gonna be some type of shakeup when it comes to finances where it's either you may find out you owe something or you have to pay something that's gonna deplete your finances a lot more than you anticipate, right? But I feel like it's more so so you might owe a significant amount in taxes because, as we know, taxes have increased, especially if you have in a certain bracket. It's increasing, so like, don't be worried. I might owe some taxes too. Don't ask me. But yeah, so there might be something that's gonna shake your finances up, right? And when this happens, you're gonna feel like really, really stuck. You're gonna feel like I wouldn't say a full-blown depression, but like a depression, like, damn, like I tried really hard to get my finances up. Like, why is this happening? Like, I feel stuck. Remember, Eight of Swords is an illusion. It's an illusion of being stuck because look at all this gap. She could get out. She could get out, right? But it's like, it's an illusion. It's the mind, your ego telling you that you're financially stuck and you're not, right? So what's going to happen is you're going to take a time to reflect, which is rest, the Four of Swords. You're going to rest, right? You're going to take a time to rest. You're going to reflect on your finances. You're going to try to figure it out. And you are going to figure it out because you know why? Because we have the Magician here. The Magician is somebody who can manifest. You can manifest a lot of riches, right? You can manifest a lot of money, especially when you're in a very high emotional state, but mostly when it comes from like joy. Right? Some people can manifest easily. Some people have to be in a certain mindset state or a certain energetic state to manifest. Like for you, you have to be in a certain mind and energetic state. So it's like you have to be where mentally you have to be really good. Like you can't manifest through a um scarcity mindset, a stress mindset. You can't manifest through, damn, I really need this money to manifest. And your manifestation skills is really good. I can't even speak. Your manifestation skills are really, really good. I don't I want to say earth magic, between earth and fire magic, you're really good in. Um when it comes to manifesting, right? And then we have the Queen of Swords. This is once you get out of the Eight of Swords, you're gonna enter this, the Queen of Swords. Right? The Queen of Swords is somebody who cuts through the bullshit. So you're gonna cut through the bullshit. You're gonna figure out what's wrong, especially when it comes to finances. You're gonna figure out how to improve it, right? And you see how she has like the scrolls here, like scrolls back and then would like have knowledge and stuff on it. So you have the knowledge, so you're gonna use it. You have the knowledge and the skills to manifest whatever you want, right? Let me see what else. And it's funny because she has a feather here. I don't know if you can see it. A feather, but it's like a quill. So you also manifest when you write. Let's get something else. Let's see from here the T-app. Can I get 3 cards from the T-app? Okay. All right. So we have ancient, right? I feel like this is like people are gonna try to like to talk negativity into your finances or into like business plans or whatever you have planned for spring 2026 to make money. They're gonna try to talk negatively. Don't let them, right? So then we have fake flexing here, right? I'm a big believer of fake it till you make it, because what happens, it's a lot of people don't talk about it, but fake it till you make it is like another form of like I would say affirmations. It's like if you keep doing affirmations for at least a month, it changes your brainwave. If you fake it for a month, but like positive things, like fake being rich, and then when you embody that mindset, I'm rich, you're gonna be rich. If you embody the mind, if you fake being confidence, you're gonna embody that mindset of I am confident, right? So like fake it till you make it. Right? And then we have shine here. Like I was saying, your light is, your energy, your light is elevating, right? And people are gonna try to dim that, right? So when your energy is at its peak and you're shining so bright, like people are gonna like try to attack you, but also use that time to like manifest, like bring in money, whatever ideas pop in your head, write it down, because this is where you get your most downloads from, your most guidance from, and you're going to be able to maneuver financial difficulties and stuff. So that's what I have for you, Phoenix. I got you, Mystic. You'll be after, I don't know who. You'll be after, I think it was Cordelia. Cornella. You're welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Donations are welcomed. If you want more detailed, in-depth one-on-one sessions with me, the link is in the bio. 60 minutes, an hour. Let me just tell you how I do it. So before one-on-one sessions, I would normally sit in channel. So I would be told certain things. So I write it down. So you get like more than 60 minutes with me. But I will write stuff down. And then we'll go into the reading. And I will explain what I write down. And then we talk more about that. And then I'll pull cards and we figure stuff out. Ask me anything within those 60 minutes. And sometimes I'll give you guidance. Sometimes I'll give you stuff to like work on. For instance, I had a client 2 years ago. Wow. I hope she's doing good. I had a client 2 years ago that her husband kept getting his court hearing date for his immigration pushed back. And I think we did this, I think I did her reading in like September. We read the whole hour. And then my remedy for it was to have her do a white candle, a 7-day white candle. Basically, every night she would do her prayer because I'm a very big believer. Whatever prayer you have and it's tailored to you is the most powerful for us. But I will also give people prayers. But I told her she had a specific prayer. I told her do that prayer every night. Light the candle, do the prayer, and then extinguish the candle. And do that every day until the candle runs out and then your husband be home. I would say about, this was in September. By like, I would say 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, she texted me and said that her husband was coming home. So that's how I operate. Because I'm not like one of these people to give you half a remedy because I know the way I'm going to say it, it's going to sound mean. I don't want you coming back to me. But a lot of tarot readers want people to continuously come back and will give you half answers to solutions. And sometimes it's not always correct. But me, I don't want you coming back. And it's not in a negative way. It's like, if you have to come back for something else, cool, but don't come back for the same situation. Conflict between the two. All right. Sexy wants to know, should they pursue a career in real estate or healthcare? Sexy wants to know, should she pursue a career in real estate or healthcare? Real estate or healthcare? All right. Let's start with this. So we have the 8 of Wands. I was gonna say 8 of Swords. 8 of Wands, right? So the 8 of Wands, you're gonna, it's sideways, right? So this is like the the maybe way. I'm calling sideways the maybe way because this is also depends on your decision, right? You have the capabilities to do both. And to be honest, you have the capabilities to do both. But I feel like you're more good with numbers because real estate deals with numbers. You have to do a lot of math. I know. I used to be a real estate agent. It's a lot of math. Right? You have to calculate the closing costs, down payments. It's just too much. It's a lot of math. Right? So depending, like when you make a decision, this is gonna go up like this, and then everything's gonna happen for you fast. Like, and it's gonna come to you naturally. Now I'm gonna say why I think you could do both. But I feel like it has to do with a lot which one you could do both, but which one you feel like will give you less stress. Right? Less stress, less stress but like high reward type energy, right? So you have the Empress and the Queen of Cups, right? And in the middle is the Seven of Pentacles, right? So this, I forgot what these things are called, but it looks like, you know, when you do numbers, count numbers on, I forgot what this thing's called, but it's like counting numbers, right? So the Empress here, in real estate, you gotta be very charismatic, right? And the Empress here, she's very charismatic. I feel like you have that, right? And then here we have the Queen of Cups, who's very, very nurturing. You will be really good with patience because you do things from the heart. Instead of a lot of these nurses and people in healthcare are very much mean, right? They're very mean. You have a lot of mean girl activities in nursing, right? So you embody both. But because this looks like a number counting thing, I feel like you're leaning more towards real estate. Leaning more towards real estate. But you have the capabilities to do both. But I do feel like you're leaning more towards real estate because it gives you more freedom. Like you could work a job and then when you have like days off or free time, you can work on real estate. And real estate is a 24, like I wouldn't say 24/7. Yeah, this is a 24/7 thing because you always gotta, make flyers. You gotta work on your approach. A lot of things. So it also gives you free time so that when you actually reach a certain level of what's that word called? Oh my God, recognition within the real estate community, you could turn it into full time and actually make a living. There's people that do real estate make like millions of dollars, especially if you're in one of those areas. Like I think Miami, they make so much money. California, they make so much money. It's like you have to be in an area that really, really makes money. But I feel like you're leaning more towards real estate. Let's see. Let's see what else we get from here. Get one more card. All right. So we have, I'm gonna put these two together. So we have photo proof and hooked, right? So if you're really good at taking pictures, because in real estate you have to take pictures as well. And if you're really good, that could help elevate your listings, right? And Hooked, I feel like with Hooked is more so like once you start getting the ball going, you're gonna be really, really into it, right? Yeah, we have running clout hungry here, but you're gonna run towards it, right? And then with clout hungry, a lot of social media is also a big thing now when it comes to real estate. So if you're really good at social media, it will help you a lot. Like this is like, I feel like this is like if you want you get your first closing and your first sale, you're gonna feel really good about it and you're just gonna run to it. I feel like you have more of a free spirit than actually rigid spirit. So this is why, like, if you were to do medical, I feel like you would be depressed to a certain extent. Like, it would drain you out more. As in real estate, it will give you more leeway or like freedom. And you want to be you want to do a job where you have complete and total control of your scheduling, of how you do things, right? And you know how you work best. Mm-hmm. So I would say go to the one job that's calling you more. And the one that you feel like you can sustain in the long run without burning out or without having uh drama. And I mean, the worst thing you have to deal with in real estate is competition. I think that's the worst. But I don't know, for some reason I keep feeling like you're leaning more towards, I know you're torn between the two, but it's like real estate is like this and then the medical healthcare industry is like this. And sometimes you go like this because you look at like the pros and cons, but it's like really like this. Yes. So definitely do real estate. Definitely do real estate. One advice I can give you, because I did real estate, go to a broker that will invest in you. Not a broker that will pick favoritism. Not a broker that really just wants a whole bunch of agents and not understand them. Get a broker that's really is going to invest in you, really going to teach you the ways. And that will help like brainstorm with you. Because I went to a broker and it was like very favoritism. But I left because I didn't like the idea of I don't know how, like, I don't know where you live at, but in New York, if we have to go, if we want to go to another company, the broker has to release our license, and he took forever. So I'm like, Keller Williams is really, really good. Keller Williams is really good. Remax is good. I won't say Century 21. I mean, Century 21, they have good offices, like certain offices, because it's not, it's all, but Kelly Williams is really, really good. Kelly Williams and Remax is like, in New York, is like one of the top 3 on Florida. Girl. And I know Florida's always making new like neighborhoods and buildings and selling land and stuff. So you're gonna make money. I think when I was in Florida, I saw a whole bunch of Kelly Williams signs everywhere. So they're really good. They have a really good system too. Keller Williams. So definitely do it. Go. It's fun. And girl, 2026 had everybody in a death chokehold. So you're not the only one. I got you. You'll be after Tartan. So who's next? Jessica. All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I think the next live is gonna be on Thursday. On Thursday, yes, Thursday. Yes. Thank you. And also because I don't know if you guys were in here the last time, but the hoodies are coming out really, really good. Really, really good. It's my interpretation of tarot. And I'm really excited about this. This year has been crazy. All right. Jessica. I know she put her question in here a while ago. Here it goes. Okay. Jessica wants to know. All right. Got it. I found it. So she wants to know what can she do with her and the guy. Okay. 2025 has had everybody in a chokehold. Let me just shuffle this deck because I've been told to use this one. I haven't used this one in a long time, so we're gonna figure it out. But yeah, 2025 has been basura. It's been dumpster juice. It's a dumpster fire. And it's funny because it's the year of the snake, and I'm shuffling. It's like the snake come up. Yes, I know it's the year of the snake. So the main reason why 2025 has been such a dumpster fire is because the year of the snake forces us to shed what no longer aligns with us. So that could be old trauma, people, mindset, your inner world, your emotions. So a lot of aspects of where you work, a lot of aspects in life are getting hit in 2025. And what, as us, as an individual and a collective, we're supposed to elevate, because next year, and also you gotta think about it, 2025 is also a 9 number. So 9 talks about completion. So in 2026 is a 1 year, and it's also the year of the horse. The year of the horse talks about movement, freedom, elevating yourself. So if you bring things from this year, 2025, into 2026, what you're really doing is yourself a disservice, because 2026 is a 1 year. So you have to go into the next year brand new mindset, brand new you. So you have to pretty much, this whole year is a death card. Let's put it like that. It's a death card, transformation. Everything you have to do is transformation. And a lot of people fight transformation because, one, it is scary because it's one of the unknowns. So a lot of things we have to do is shed ourselves. Like I think I've cried a lot this year than I ever did in my entire life. So for me, it has to do a lot spiritual than it has to do with physical stuff, spiritual and emotional stuff. So like I cried a lot this year, but now I'm good. Like now I'm just like, yes, girl, I'm ready to go into 2026. All right. And I would say the last 2 months from November to now, I have been the happiest in 2026. All right. Jessica wants to know how can she reassure or help the guy that she's talking to. They got back together and they were square one, so she wants to know what to do to move it along. Or how can they move it along, what they need to work on. Let's see. But yeah, 2025, I would never want to experience 2025 again. right. Let me get 2 more cards because... See, why you gotta be throwing this card like that? I'm short to be leaning all the time getting these cards. All right. Okay. So this is what. All right. We're gonna start with these 2. So Jessica, we have chaos and confusion. I haven't used this deck in a long time, and then we have humility and boast. So there's an ego play going on, right? I don't feel like it's from you. I feel like it's from him. The confusion, I feel like it's coming from you, right? Because you don't, like you said, you don't know how to reassure him, move things along. So you're confused. And he's not really speaking because of his ego. I'm getting that, like, he doesn't want to speak because he doesn't want to say something wrong. But I'm like, dude, you got to speak up, right? Get very... Let's see it. Excuse me. Get very, what's that word? Oh my God, I can't even think of... I'm gonna figure it out. So we have roles and hats and roles and pen and creation, right? I feel like if he's not a verbal person, try to write things out. Because I used to do this with one of my exes. He wasn't really a vocal person. So we used to write back and forth our feelings, right? Like how, like, especially in arguments until we got to the point where we could vocalize it. But write it down, like have a book, write it down, like if this is how you feel, write it, let me know, and I read it, and then you would just reply, writing it down. Because I feel like it's a throat chakra thing with him that he can't really speak it out, because if he speaks it out, it feels real, but writing it down will help. And again, try to figure out what roles you two play in each other's lives. I cannot figure this word out. It's gonna come to me, but I can't figure it out. Like, figure out the roles. Like, do you guys is it 80-20, 50-50? Does he want to be the chaser? Do you want to be the chaser? Like, you guys gotta figure out the roles, what you guys are gonna do within the connection and within yourselves. All right. And then we have independence, free will. What I get with independence, free will is like, you're gonna have to make it, okay, you're gonna have to make it think like it's his choice. A lot of things his choice. Right? You're gonna have to make it seem like everything's his choice. So like if you want to go out to eat or whatever, you can hint at it, but ultimately let it make him feel like it was his choice. Because it's something with, he wants to like run the show a little bit, but I'm not saying you're like a nitpicker or you want to run the show like that. Like, no, but it's like sometimes he doesn't listen. I don't know. Sometimes like he doesn't listen. So like you have to make it seem like he is running the show. Yeah. So then we have 777, which is rapid soul development that comes from challenging times, right? So right now it is a challenging time. You guys are gonna have to learn how to navigate the energies between you two. Like, you're a natural leader. You're gonna want to naturally take control, right? And he's also gonna want to naturally take control because he is a man. Mans do that a lot. Not all of them, because we do have some from the dusty hills of the dusty mountains that want to fake lay back and have princess treatments. We don't do those, but he wants to take control. And when you have two people that one's a natural leader and naturally takes control, and then another one who's the same way, you guys bump heads. Ooh, I just saw a little spark go up. So you guys bump heads. And it caused frictions because it's like you want to lead, and it has like a dynamic pull a little bit. You want to lead, he wants to lead. I want to lead, he like and it makes things a lot harder. So then add in ego, not from you but from him. Now he's like, I have to lead. So just big suggestions and let him take the lead sometimes, or like switching back and forth, like certain aspects, like for instance, I know a lot of men don't like ordering food, so the women orders food, so like you go order the food, but he could pick the restaurant, like stuff like that. Take turns so that you guys don't have this need to like both be the leader. Let's see what else we get from tarot here. You motherfucker. All right. So, confusion. So we have confusion. Again, right? 7 of cups. So there's confusion there. It's more like what roles do we play in each other's life when it comes to a relationship. Yeah. So that's what it is. You got to define the roles. And then we have the Knight of Swords, right? So this, I feel like once you guys get into like the rhythm of like sometimes you lead, sometimes he's lead, and figure out like the energetic dynamics between you two, everything's gonna start moving fast because the Knight of Swords moves fast. And you guys are gonna be happy because we have the Sun card, right? The Sun card, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. You're gonna be very, very, I was gonna say solidified because it's the word that came up, but I was gonna say stable, but solidified could work too in the connection. Like you're gonna be well taken care of. Why can't I speak today? Well taken care of as the Queen of Pentacles, right? And there's gonna be happiness there too. A lot of happiness, celebration. And I feel like the main challenge is because when you're a natural leader and you want to naturally lead, especially as a woman, we kind of like tap into our masculine side a lot, and that's not our fault. We're in a time where women are forced to be masculine, so it's not your fault. And then you have to build trust with the other person. You got to trust that they can lead. So what's gonna happen is once you start building that trust with him that he can lead and start defining like the energetic roles that you have within a connection, you're gonna start naturally fall into your feminine energy. But also then like have questions like, what do you want from this relationship? Like how can we move things along? How can we fix things? How can like make it smooth? And I would say do like weekly or bi-weekly relationship check-ins. A lot of people don't do it, and they just like let things fester and not talk about it and not deal with it. But I feel like check-ins with each other, like either whether it was weekly or bi-weekly, especially as a relationship and a connection, is important because it will help you guys figure out together where things are good and where things aren't. Right? It's like instead of going to a therapist and spending so much money on a therapist to tell you what's wrong, you guys come to it as a team and figure it out. But definitely work on the roles. Try to communicate, whether start with like I said, writing, and work your way up from there. And I feel like he will be receptive to it, but just don't come out aggressive, right? Don't come out like, hey, we got to do this, but like, hey, are you open to it? Just let him, because free will is very much, he has, like I said, he has to feel like it's his idea or his choice. Because I get like he's like really, really manly. His energy gives off, I'm really man, like I gotta lead, I gotta do this. And I just feel like it's probably his upbringing his upbringing, but let him feel like it's his choice. What a lot of women don't understand is when we let men feel like it's their choice, the person who holds the power the most is the woman in that dynamic. Right? I know it sounds very, very manipulative, but this is how a lot of great relationships work. Right? The women, we still like take the lead, but we're taking the lead from the shadows. It works. I mean, my grandmother did it, and her and my grandfather was married for like a very long time, and this was a woman who would not stay with a man if he did not provide. Trust me. And she ran the household like an iron fist. All right. Go ahead, Jessica. What's his goals? Let's see. Let me use this deck. I'm gonna pull 2 cards to see. What's his goal? Let me get one more card. Okay. So, we have the 5 of Swords, right? And the 2 of Wands. Like, so he's confused how to, like, pretty much move things along. So it's given like you guys mirror each other a lot, but don't even know it, right? But his end goal is this: the 4 of Wands, which is stability within a relationship, in life. He wants something stable, very, very much stable. Where it's given like, I want my best friend type energy, right? So he wants this. So like I said, you kind of got to mirror each other a lot. So the 4 of Wands, a lot of people say it's like twin flames, 11-11, mirroring each other. So you guys kind of mirror each other a lot. Yeah. He's trying to figure out how to get stable within a relationship because he doesn't know how to. Like, yeah, he could have grown up with examples of it, like examples of stable relationships, but because he grew up with, doesn't necessarily mean he knows how to do it, because he doesn't understand the mechanics within the relationship. So he's confused about it with the 5 of Swords here, but that's what he's choosing, is to do that. Oh, you're next. Cornelia, you're next. Also, if you know his birthday, his location, and the time of birth, and you know the same information for yourself, look at your the moon sign. Look at the moon sign, because that will help you understand his emotional states a lot. And look at his rising. Actually, look at all 3, but definitely look at his moon sign, because his moon sign will help you understand his inner world, his emotional state. You guys gonna get, that's why you guys mirror each other. That's why you mirror each other, because you have he's a Pisces rising and you're a Pisces moon. So when anybody has similar signs within their top 3, it's on sale. Like, if somebody has like you're a Pisces moon and he's a Pisces rising. You have the emotional state of a Pisces, but he acts like fucking Pisces. So you can navigate with that, right? And in Venus Leo, you could, which is very, very hard because you guys are very much straightforward in relationships. So that's another reason why you clash. But because you a Pisces moon and and he's a Pisces rising, it will help you so much. So just think about how you deal with your emotions is how he acts. So if you're emotional and you cry a lot and you have like this and you guys probably also have some type of intuition very high, but how you feel emotionally is how he acts physically. All right, so that will help you a lot and help you navigate that. Cornelia. Pose your questions, Cornelia. You're welcome, Jessica. So I figured out why my thing got cut off last live, because I forgot to put my phone on D&D. And I kept getting messages and notifications. It was messing up the whole live. I had to Google. So, alright. Alright, so let's see what's going on. Alright, so ancestors, what's going on with Cornelia? She says she's been struggling spiritually, emotionally, and financially. So what's going on with Cornelia? Oh. Actually, I'm gonna get one more card. All right. Okay, so we're gonna start with this. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords, right? Mentally right now, you're stressed out, right? You're going through it. You're going through the emotions, going through the feelings. You're very stressed out. Your energy is very heavy and depressed, right? I don't like this. I don't like this because the Seven of Swords tells me that you have a lot of people in your life that's very, very deceptive. Very deceptive, very sneaky. They do a lot of things behind your back, right? And I've also say that the people who you're connected to will either block your blessings or give you blessings, right? Right now, you're connected to people who are very toxic, very deceptive, liars, cheaters, like very low vibrational. So their energy is attached to your energy, and their energy doesn't go well with your energy because it's putting you in a very, very depressive, stressed out, confused state, right? You're going to have to start letting go of some people. You have to let go of people. I know it's going to be hard because these are people that are friends and families that have been with you for a very, 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 very long time. You have to start letting them go because their energy is seeping into your energy. So, like, let's say you had a blessing or a job, like a job coming up. You did an interview, did everything. You felt like you was getting it. And you kind of spoke to somebody about it. And their negative energy interfered with this job. That's why you don't have it. Like, but all this is actually teaching you how to have inner strength. A lot of people, I hate to say this, but when you feel like you're constantly tested spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, it's because you're supposed to develop some type of strength, right? Um, this strength is supposed to help you get rid of people, help you see help your discernment, help your intuition. This is inner strength, right? You have inner strength. You have to tap into it, right? Because you do have things coming in for you, right? It's gonna get better. You just gonna have to change your environment, change the people around you, because you have the Ace of Pentacles with the Four of Wands, right? Four of Wands is stability, celebrations as well. So you have the Ace of Pentacles. So money's coming in. Your finances are gonna be getting better, but you have to let go. But you have to let go of these people. This energy. You have to let go of this energy, these people. Because they really weighing you down. It's given very much crab in a barrel. Crab in a barrel is, if you ever seen crabs, some crabs try to climb out and there's always that one crab holding the other crab down. That's what crab in a barrel is. But you definitely have to, you have money coming in, you have finances coming in. And if you look here, it's a doorway. So you do have a doorway that's been waiting to open for you. But like I said, you have these very deceptive, evil people around you. And I think it's solar plex. And see how it has yellow? Work on your solar plex. I think it has solar plex to do with oh my god, brain fart. What is solar plex? Rule its confidence. I think solar plex to deal with money, finances, and stuff like that. So work on that. Ground that a little bit. Make sure it's closed from other people. And when you get, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna have a job opportunity coming up, interview coming up. Do not tell nobody. If somebody asks you where you going, but like, I'm going to the doctor's office. Why are you dressed up like that? I can't look nice. I can't dress up, look nice. Like, just don't tell nobody you have a job interview coming up. Let's see. Let's see what else. Let me get one more card. All right. See? See, with the Seven of Swords, we have impersonator. So somebody wants to copy you. Somebody knows you have, because I'm gonna be honest, other people know when we have abundance spirit, abundance opportunities. People know, right? So with the impersonator here, you have people that want to take that from you. So you have people trying to, I wouldn't say destiny stop with you, but they're trying to siphon your blessings, right? And that happens when you tell people your plans. That happens when you tell people, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm going about things. Like that's how they take it from you. So they want to copy you. They want to take your blessings. Just keep it quiet. Move in silence. Move in silence. All right. We have scarcity tactics here and wasting time. You're wasting time thinking I lack. We don't lack. Like, this is how we are kept in low vibration, because we're afraid of scarcity. We stress about things that we shouldn't stress about, because at the end of the day, the Most High, you know, your spiritual team, the universe will provide. Your ancestors will provide, right? And we have wasted time, right? So don't waste your time thinking of scarcity. And then once you start paying attention to how people move around you, you know what? I don't know if you're the type of person don't like to lie, because I feel like you don't like to lie. So this is what I want you to do. Lie, right? Tell certain people if you feel like they're the ones like giving you the evil eye, they're the ones that are kind of like putting you in a bad area, tell them a lie. Tell them like, hey, you know, I got this job, you know, whatever, whatever. Make it up, right? Pay attention to their behavior. Pay attention to how the energy shifts around them. If your intuition starts going off for warning bells, you know you have somebody that is very, very deceptive, very toxic around you. Because look, we have dodging bullets, right? It says block bad energy, escaping toxic people. Haters can't touch you, right? So once you start doing that, start watching how people talk to you when you finally start talking about things that make you happy. Wanting the side comments and stuff like that. And that's how you're gonna determine whether if not these people are meant to be in your life or not. So be aware of that. So once you do that little experiment and see how they are, how they act towards you, see how if they start acting funny, start saying smart remarks, or start telling you like, you sure you want that, cut those people off. Cut them out. And ask and do a prayer to Saint Michael. Do a prayer to Saint Michael. Saint Michael is the dog. A lot of people don't really use him. Say a prayer to Saint Michael and ask him to reveal your enemies. But do it when you're prepared for the answer. Because once you ask him to reveal your enemies, he's going to reveal them. And he's not going to do it in a very nice, cutesy way. He does it in a very straightforward, I'm going to rock your shit type way. So that's what I have for you. It's the people around you that are really holding you down. Because you can blow up. Yes, Happy Berries. You can. You could blow up. I feel like you're supposed to live a life of luxury. As human beings, we're all supposed to live a life of luxury. But sometimes some of us aren't. But for you, your marriage, I feel like things will get better once you I feel like once you start taking people out, first deal with the toxic people, right? And you're gonna start seeing your marriage get better. Because you do have a lot of jealous people around you. And you have a lot of haters. Alright. Tartan, you're next. Alright, I'm gonna pull 2 cards while Tartan writes his question. Write their question. My marriage. What can we say about Cornelia's marriage? Alright. I feel like you have, it's up to you, but we have moving on and cyber stalking. So looking you up. What is cyber stalking? So if you, I feel like it's up to you. If you want to move on. Just to be aware, they're gonna know every move you have, right? Or they're probably just watching you now. Your husband's probably watching your stuff now, right? Especially text messages, emails. So, but if you want to move on, it's in the cards for you to move on. It's just a matter of when you want to do it, how you want to do it, stuff like that. Can you tell me if I'm being gang stalked for my activism or exclusive? Alright, shuffle. And take a little sip of my water. Alright, Tartan Mystic wants to know if they're being gang stalked for my activism or exclusively spiritual. They want to know if they're being gang stalked for the activism or for spiritual reasons. let's see. Okay. All right, we're gonna do this. So we have the Three of Pentacles with the King of Swords, both in reverse, right? I feel like these people, because Three of Pentacles, you have three more people, right? But I feel like there's one person that's like a ringleader, right? And they're very, very emotionally unstable, right? They feel like they should be better than you. I'm getting like they should feel like they'll be better than you. That like they think you don't have issues. Like what I mean by issues, like you don't have struggles in life. Like because you have the 10 of Wands here, right? You know, doing activism is not an easy take. It's very, very hard. So you have 10 of Wands. You take on things of other people, meaning, you know, you do the heavy lifting, you do the hard work, you do the leg work, you do the paperwork, the spreading the news, you know, everything that activism comes with. Like, you do the hard stuff. Right? And they feel like, I feel like they fake it. They fake want to help you. I feel like these are people who, you know, fake want to help. Like the Three of Pentacles reverse, they fake want to help you, but when it comes down to it, they either like how can I put it? They either don't show up late, or never stay around long enough to do the stuff. Like, meaning if they have to make flyers, they were like, oh, I forgot them. Or if you have to clean something, like clean up the like town hall or something like that, they don't stay and clean up. Or if they were dedicated to do something, they don't do it, or they come extremely late. You're like, oh my God, I forgot. Excuses. But this one in particular that's really emotionally stable. It's giving like it's giving like I should be the one. Like I should be the leader. It's giving really weird energy. Very, very weird energy. So we have the Eight of Cups with the Justice card. Right? Don't feel like you need to worry about them, because if you look here, the Justice card, she has one eye on everything. Like, even though she has a blindfold, she still sees everything, right? You could have walked away. It's something that you walked away from. So it could be people that you walked away from that are watching you. They're watching your every move, right? Because they could have gave you an offer to join them, do something for them, but you walked away from because it didn't align with you. But don't worry, because they're being watched. So you don't really have to worry if they're going to do anything, because they're being watched by karma. And karma don't play. Or like the Masons. I have my own story with the Masons, because in my opinion, let me finish this and then I'll tell you, because if it's given Masons, I feel like you did a good idea and walked away and not enjoying it. But let's see what else. Let me get one more card. Alright, so They watch you. They definitely do watch you because look, we have crying over you. It says still not over it, watching your posts, pretending they're fine, right? We have that. Then we have copycat, which is steal your ideas, duplicate your style, feeds off your creativity, right? So they're trying to like get your energy in a way, right? Because look, we have thief, rob, loss, death, physical, emotion, right? And then we have girl fight here. So it's jealous vibe, arguments, physical fight. But then we have in their head on the bottom of the deck, which says making assumptions, right? So they could feel like whatever you post is about them or is like a dig to them when it's really not. It has to do something like they wanted you because you would elevate the chapter, or I don't know. I'm gonna say chapter because you could elevate the chapter, and because you decided not to, they're essentially gonna try to bully you to join or try to make it seem like you need to join because things in your life are gonna get worse. Scare tactics is what I'm getting, but they definitely do watch you. There definitely has been talks about you about like how can they get you to convert or conversion, something like that. But it's definitely given like they watch you. They try to like because they needed you for something. They needed you. I don't know if it's because you could get the word out about them and recruit or something like that. It's something about expanding in high ranks, right? It could be like a subdivision. I'm getting like a subdivision masons, the mosaics. Like it's giving very dark energy, and it's something that, I mean, it's something that didn't align to you at all. Not with your spirit. Your spirit knew it's like it's given very much. I hate saying this word because I feel like it's given very much demonic. And demonic could be predatory energy, draining energy, vampiric energy. That's what it's given. It's given like you join us, we have control over you. You join us, you do what we say. It's given very, 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 very weird. Very weird. Yeah, it's very, very weird. But yeah, they're definitely watching you. Um, that. Hmm. Their celebrations is it's like something being attached. So something was trying to attach or celebrate. But it's giving very, very weird. I hope I don't get a nightmare talking about them tonight because they're very, very fucking weird. I've done before the internet started getting filtered out back in the day. But yeah, they definitely watch you. They're definitely trying to like convert you in some way. So I would say have your guard up, right? Not in a very panicky way, but in a very don't fuck with me way. And improve your protection spells. If you if you do a if you work with a certain deity, ask for them to like cut the cords between you and that group, because it's, or just ask Saint Michael because it's given, they're giving very, very, very demonic energy. I don't like it. So let me tell you a story. So back in 2009, I was a very big conspiracy theorist, right? Very, very big on it. And I was always on the internet searching stuff. So I got into the Masons, Freemasons, right? And I was researching them. And the deeper I got with them, the more I have nightmares. I've always have nightmares. And I've got to the point where my nightmares don't scare me, not one bit. But for some reason, when I was deep diving into the Masons, my nightmares was getting very, 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 very scary and demonic. Like, I used to wake up in sweats and fears, and it was very, very weird. Um, and this is why I stopped watching TV, because during my research, I started noticing like the ceremonies they were doing was the same ceremonies that the MTV Music Awards during that 2009 were doing too. And I was like, oh shit. Like, this is when I started noticing Hollywood was like very, very fucking weird. Holly weird. And I was like, oh shit. Like, this is too much. But I stopped. I got to the point where I do not remember this dream. Thank God I don't. But I think something happened, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done researching them. And a couple years later, one of my friends on Xbox, we was talking about it, and because I never told nobody this, and he was like, yo, did you have nightmares when you were doing research? I was like, how the fuck did you know? Like, we were like in the middle of play. I had paused my game and was like, how the fuck did you know I was having nightmares? He goes, yo, I had the same thing too. He goes, when I was researching the Freemasons, I was having these horrible nightmares. And he goes, and the deeper you got, the worse they got. I was like, yes. I was like, I had to stop because they were getting very, 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 very demonic and very creepy. And that is the Freemasons. Like, ever since then, I have never looked. And somebody even tells me, oh yeah, I'm a Freemason. I just look at them like, I am not going to be friends with you. You can stand 10 feet away from me because you got something attached to you and it's given very, it will possess you at any moment. So that's what it's given. Yeah, I definitely do. But that was my experience with researching Freemasons. It's so bad. It's so bad. But now everything that I learned about them, you cannot find them on the internet. They erased it all. I mean, I knew rituals. I knew how they did certain things. I'm not a Freemason at all. It was just because at the time, the internet was still brand new. Like 2009, the internet was still brand new. So there was no way you could remove stuff from the internet at that time. But it was very, very scary. After that, I stayed away from secret societies. Nope. Hell no. Nope. And use your ancestors. A lot of people don't use their ancestors because Christianity told us that ancestors are demonic. First of all, ancestors are not demonic. They are your blood, right? You come from them. So how are you coming? Like, that's just saying that you're a demonic yourself. No, use your ancestors. The ancestors, I will always say, your ancestors are your first and last line of defense. Once you start honoring your ancestors, your life will change. You'll be more protected. Like, I'm telling you, I have family members that have been trying to kill me since birth. Still to this day. And my ancestors are the ones that are like, no, we're not doing that. All right, so who's after Tartan? Gianna. Is Gianna still in here? I'm actually prepping for a college entrance exam. Okay. All right. You just want to know, like, if things gonna get better in 2026? All right. I keep touching this deck. Let's go. No, it's fine. It's part of my job. To be honest, it's part of my job, and I'm not scared of no dark nothing. I mean, I've seen some shit. So, and I just want to say, everybody, fear feeds dark spirits. So don't have fear at all. Don't have fear, because fear feeds it. All right. So Ayana wants to know, how will her 2026 be? How will Ayana's 2026 will be? Oh. How will Ayana's 2026 will be? What the fuck? All right. Ayana, whoa. Okay. You just want to go flying. All right. Okay. So, let me just shuffle now. All right. So, Ayana, we're gonna have to change your mindset. All right. We're gonna have to change your mindset starting now, because we don't want you to go into 2026 with this mindset. Because this is what you at right now, right? We have the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. There's confusion and stress, right? We're gonna have to turn this around, right? Stress, I get it, because you have the school entrance exam coming in, and then you don't know how that's gonna do, and you're stressing out a lot. So we're gonna have to change your brain chemistry from stress less and less confusion. So one way we could do that is, I always say, if you cannot change what is stressing you out, don't stress it. If you cannot change it, don't stress it. If you can change it, then you could stress it, but change it ultimately. So basically saying you don't need to stress at all. Stress can hurt you emotionally, physically, and spiritually, right? So we're gonna have to just take that out. Don't stress no more. If you cannot change the outcome of anything, do not stress it out. If you can, then stress it out. The only thing I want you to stress about is how can you approach it, right? That's one. So then we have the don't compare. So this is one other thing a lot of people are confused about. Sorry, I'm getting like hiccups. Don't compare yourself to other people, because I tell you right now, in my I want to say friends group, but the people I went to school with and us, they're all married. They're like all like on a 3rd or 4th kid. I'm single as a Pringle, got no kids. You know, and it took me a very long time not to compare. So don't compare how you go, how's your timeline looking compared to everybody else, because your timeline is different. Some people, look at Oprah, didn't get famous until she was like almost 40. You know, Bill Gates, I think Bill Gates almost in his 30s. Like, a lot of people, time is just a muggle construct, a muggle thought. You know, spirits don't look at time like we do. Our destinies, our fate, our path don't look at time like we do. So don't look at time like that, because it's going to cause you stress. You're going to get gray hairs faster, right? But we have the 7 of Swords here. In this deck, 7 of Swords is different, because you see how it says hope and reflection, right? So you're gonna have to like rest. Um, do self-reflecting, meditate. To calm your nerves down and calm your stressing out, because it's kind of like blocking you a little bit because you're feeling really disconnected, because we have the Hierophant in reverse. And this just tells me you're being disconnected from your spiritual side. All right. And it's also disconnecting you from your intuition, because stress just amplifies fear, right? And fear interrupts your intuition. And then when intuition is interrupted, your discernment is interrupted. Your inner compass is messed up. So you're gonna have to do some meditation so you could get uh on the right path. Be more spiritually connected. Especially especially these more spiritually connected to your ancestors. Your ancestors are for some reason your ancestors picked you. So you might feel like you're the black sheep. If you're like the black sheep, the ancestors picked you, right? Because you're the one that's supposed to break generational curses, which are not the easiest thing to do. But don't worry, I'm a procrastinator too. I procrastinate everything. Everything, all the time. Let's see, how can we change this around for Gianna to have a better 2026? Okay. Don't look at it like this because it says broke ass. It's not talking about friends. It just feel like you're feeling broken. That's what I'm getting from here. From here, you're just feeling broken, right? Don't worry, we all been there. 2025 is really digging you in, right? But you're gonna have to dig yourself out, right? We do have screenshot here and bad reputations, right? So I feel like somebody may been talking bad about you behind your back. You're gonna get some type of message about it, right? Don't stress out about it. Don't feed energy towards it, because it's not gonna do anything to you. You're gonna learn who, I would say by the end of December, you're gonna learn who's for you and who's not, right? And here, fake flexing. Fake flexing is fake it till you make it, right? You're gonna have to build your confidence up a lot, because I feel like you don't have that much confidence in yourself. So you're gonna have to like boost that up, right? So what you could do is every day, this is like somewhat glamour magic. Every day, every morning, I would say for 1 to 3 months, whatever feels good for you, go in the mirror and look in the mirror and say, I am confident, I am smart, I am capable. Or look for affirmations that align to you. But do that every day, every morning when you're brushing your teeth or washing your face. Just do it. And then when you feel like you're stressing out, saying when you're stressed out, say that every time. So what's going to happen is going to rewire your brain. And once it rewires your brain, the brain chemistry, you're going to start feeling like somebody totally different. It works. Trust me. I used to be the one that like, affirmations don't work. They work. Trust me. Because the person you see here today was not the same person back in 2019 who was severely insecure until I started doing this. And then I'm the most secure person ever. Like, you can't tell me shit. But do that, and your brain chemistry is going to change. So that, do that starting now, so that by by the end of 2026, you'll be like a totally different person, and stress won't get to you. And everything's all in your head. You have to change this all in your head. So another way to do it, meditations. Do meditation. Do meditations with the hertz. Like I think there's like 528 hertz, megahertz, and stuff like that. If you feel like you could study for, honestly, let me tell you something more now. Do study what you want to study. Don't study what people tell you to study. Study what you're gonna study, right? I feel like your family is pushing you to do med school, but if that's not something that you want to do something else. Do something else. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be more miserable doing stuff that other people want you to do. And you only get to go, and if you're gonna be put in debt, at least being put in debt to do something that you want to do, not something that you're forced to do, right? Because debt in here is like a death sentence. And I know med school is thousands, hundreds of thousands in debt. People go into debt for. So definitely do something that makes you happy, that you feel confident and comfortable in doing. All right, I think Mina will be the last one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love reading? Okay. Nah, don't look at people doing better than you. I don't know. I went to college when ChatGPT didn't exist. So focus on yourself. Don't worry what other people are doing. Focus on yourself, because that's what's causing you stress. And it's gonna cause you to freak out. It's gonna cause you to do what you gotta do. Ooh, why is my throat like this? All right. Yeah, as long as you change your brain and get out your head. Get out your head, and your 2026 will be good. Because right now, your mental state is your prison. And we don't want that. It will be a little kinder once you get out your head. I barely want to love reading. Alright, came and give Happy Berries a love reading. They want to know what's coming in for love. So let's give them a love reading. What should Happy Berries know when it comes to love? You're welcome. What should Happy Berries know when it comes to love? Okay, it's gonna be John Connors out the door. Okay. We're going to start with this. All right. So there is a soulmate, right? So we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, right? But I feel like this is your energy, the Queen of Swords, right? But she's in the reverse. And that just tells me and when it comes to love, you're very, very guarded, right? You're extremely guarded. And it's like, it kind of interferes. So there's a soulmate coming in, right? But you try not to be so guarded. At least, like, let them knock on the door and you could, like, open, like, the peephole or something like that, right? But you're very, very guarded with the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this person could compliment you very, very much. I feel like they have the same mind processing, the mind state that you have. I feel like you guys have similar values and what else? Similar values, morals, and stuff like that. So that's why it's coming out like this. But you're, for some reason, you're very, very guarded. It's going to take you a while to let this person in. Right? Because we do have the hangman with the Hierophant, right? So you got to look at things from different perspective. And you got to figure out if look at things from different perspective and figure out like if they really are compatible, right? But I feel like they are, because we have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant talks about commitment, you know, spiritual beliefs and stuff. But I feel like you guys are going to be in a very, very committed relationship. And you may look at one things from a bird eye view. They may look something from, you know, like a different perspectives, right? And also there's a enlightenment here. So it might help you see things differently as well, right? Let's see. Actually, for some reason, I want to be learn to use this card, this deck. Let me shuffle this deck. All right. Let's see what else can be said about this love reading for Happy Berries. Let me get one more card. All right. Okay, so now I'm smelling sandalwood. So I don't know if sandalwood is very significant towards you, but sandalwood is something that I'm smelling very strong. We're gonna put this here. We have love and the runner card, right? I feel like you're gonna get that, like, the energy to want to run, because the love is gonna be so intense. It's gonna, like, oh my god, I never felt this before. I want to run, right? I would say don't do it. Don't do it, because it might scare you, but I feel like it's gonna amaze you at the same time. I feel like it's gonna be something that you're gonna be telling your friends about. Like, right now you're happy being single, happy, you know, just being in your own bubble, right? Because we have girl talk here. Happy being on bubble. But once you start feeling deeply for somebody, kind of get a little scared. But then we also have photograph here. Make new memories. I feel like this person is gonna come in and it's gonna change your perspective. I'm getting like you guys are gonna travel a lot, so you guys gonna have like a lot of pictures taken. So it's something definitely new. It's soulmate energy coming in for you, but don't be so against it. Like, because I feel like they're not gonna be your type. I feel like they're not gonna be your type, and it could be because you're like hung on somebody from the past, or you're just not ready to move on and seek somebody out. But I feel like physically they're not gonna be your type, but you're gonna like, oh my god, like we're getting along. Like, it's like one of the things you're gonna learn to love them, and that's like, I don't know. To me, I feel like that's like, I feel like that lasts longer, because you get to learn, you get to fall in love with somebody who they are. But definitely a soulmate coming in. I feel like this person is brand new. This is definitely a new person. This person is very smart. They could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but they're very, very smart. And I feel like they're extremely patient too. They know not to rush things with you. They're your vibrational match. I feel like I don't feel like they're coming in for a long term, like meaning, I mean, it could change, because at the end they do have free will. Once our decision of free will change a lot of outcomes. But I feel like the main thing is a lesson to you. They're gonna teach you how to be more open in love, not so guarded. But I do feel like because Carafon is committed energy and also married, so they could be very long time. Again, it all depends on your decision, their decision, because our choices, our free will determines our outcome in life. But that's what I have for you, Happy Berries. Okay. All right, so who's next? Teresa. What's going on with Teresa? You're welcome, Happy Berries. Mm-hmm. I normally have my hair done, but today I was so lazy. I was like, let me just put my hair up. Because I didn't feel like doing it today. And this birthmark popped up. And it's getting darker. Birthmark's been popping up on me for no reason. I'm just like, all right. Teresa. Oh. The check. It could be in a drawer. I don't know if you have like a white table. Oh, thank you. It could be like in a drawer, a table. Cause I'm seeing like a white, to me it looks like a vanity table. So it could be there. It could be, but it's definitely in a drawer somewhere. It's in a drawer somewhere. Yeah, I'm only getting white table. But it's like one of those, to me it looks like a computer table. A computer table, it's white and has like brown on top of it. But then they show me things that I could describe easily. So it's definitely like a table, but it's like in one of those drawers. It's like in that area. Could it have fallen behind it? Like behind? So, okay. You're gonna have to check when you're calm because you're frantic right now. And when we are looking for something, we tend to overlook things because we're in a rush. But take a few breaths, stay calm, and check the area again. So check the area again. Yeah. So, but do it when you're calm. So, like, it's okay if you don't find it now. You might find it tomorrow morning when you're in like a very, very calm state, because when you're frantic, you it, it could be between papers. So, you know, like we have the mail and we look for something real quick and we don't really check. Like, you're gonna have to check very, very slowly, but in a calm state, because when you start like panicking, your hand shaky, you're moving quick, and your eyes are not really catching up to what you really need to see. So be very calm when you do that. And sometimes what happens is things go missing for a reason. I don't feel like it's gonna stay missing. I feel like you're gonna find it, but I feel like you might find it tomorrow. Definitely find it tomorrow. Look tomorrow. Uh, do you see me with money? Tomorrow? Definitely check tomorrow morning. Definitely check. You're gonna have the money, but definitely check tomorrow morning. Like, you need to relax, rest, because your brain is everywhere. But you definitely are gonna have the money, but check tomorrow morning. Definitely check tomorrow morning. And what you could do is you could ask your spiritual team, your ancestors, ask them to show you where it's at in a dream, right? Uh, they do it to me all the time. Like, when I forget stuff, and then I'm go looking for it, and I can't find it. And when I eventually sit down, relax, and start watching TV, they show me, and I'm like, oh, I remember where it's at. Yeah. Don't worry about it, Teresa. But definitely do it for some reason tomorrow morning. So you might find it tomorrow morning. Sometimes we have like little, I call them spirit elves. Like they like to move things around and stuff like that. Spirit elves. Me, I have my Eshu. He's a Eshu is a gatekeeper, the of the crossroads. You know, the messenger. He's also known as a trickster. So he likes to play tricks. Sometimes he moves things around in my room, and I find it eventually. But definitely, yeah. I was thinking like an envelope. Could be like an envelope. But it's definitely gonna come to her tomorrow morning. I feel like tomorrow morning or something in the morning. It's gonna be one of those things where it's like, oh, now I remember. It's They tend to do that. Who's next? Oh, Mena. It could be. It's definitely next to her desk. But it's for sure by a desk. So New York got some snow yesterday. And I'm very mad about this because I hate snow. All right. You're welcome, Teresa. I hope you find it. I feel like you are. Just remember, stay calm. This flame is high for no reason. Flame is really high for no reason. All right. Is Mena still in here? Yes. All right. Snow this weekend. Oh my god. I want snow to melt. All right. Mena wants to know what's coming towards her in love. What do you want to tell Mena when it comes towards love and when it comes towards her? What message do we have for Mena when it comes towards love? Okay, I like this so far. And get one more. Thank you. Okay. All right, so it's coming soon because we have the Ace of Pentacles, right? So the Ace of Pentacles is like it's the beginning, right? So when we talk about love and it's the Ace of Pentacles come out, it's like it's more coming into the physical, right? Instead of it being like, oh, all right, it's on its way. So that means it's almost here. It's almost here, right? We also have the Two of Wands. So you might have a decision between two people. But I just also feel like whatever choices you make when it comes to love is going to determine how fast this love is coming in. But it's definitely coming here in the physical. But I also feel like it's two people. It could be definitely two people. Because look, we have two knights here, right? So you got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, right? But this is like, it's giving me very much slow moving love. Like one could be very, very emotional, very in tune with their emotions and stuff. And the other one could be very, you know, practical, slow moving. But it's definitely together, it's definitely giving me slow love. Like this is something that is going to take a while to blossom, but the love is going to be there. Like it's not giving like, oh, they're unsure. No, they know that you're going to be the person, the one they want. But they want to make sure. So they're going to move slow, but they're going to let you know, like, hey, yeah, this is how I feel about you. So you have no confusion about it. I wasn't going to use this deck, but I'm going to use this deck. All right. All right, what else can we tell men about this love reading? Are you kidding me? All right. Oh, thank you, Tartan. It was nice chatting to you. Nice having you here. Let me just go and get this card that went flying. Oh. All right. Okay. So we have the Chaser. This is not your energy. I feel like this is more so they're going to chase you in a good way, right? So they're going to court you. They're going to, you know, court you, chase you. You do the whole nine, right? It's giving very like old school love. So they might open doors for you, bring you flowers, you know, pull your seat out. Like it's giving very, very gentleman-like, gentleman energy. Something that we normally don't see in today's age, right? The card that went flying was engagement, right? So it says engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, unit. Yes. So this person is definitely gonna see you as somebody they want to marry, or like potential marriage and love, right? And they're going to be very, very committed. Very committed. So the engagement ring is like they're going to be very committed. So, but also be aware you might have some people around you that's going to be jealous because we have the snake. Um, I feel like they're gonna have like people competing for their attention. Other women compete for their attention. They see other women who like throw themselves at them, like it's like pity. It's like they pity women who throw themselves at them because um they believe women are supposed to know their worth. So they feel like if a woman is like throwing themselves at them, like chasing them, it's like it's given like they get turned off by that. So all you gotta do is sit back and look pretty. That's all you gotta do, sit back and look pretty. Because they will definitely chase it. But there is gonna be competition, but you don't need to worry about that because they eyes for you. Um and start dating them. Keep keep it a secret. I'm very, very big on keeping, the people that you talk to, you date to, or whatever you do, to keep it a secret until like 3 months or whenever you feel like it's ready to start telling people, because you don't want their energy to interfere. And when you're ready, like after like I say 3 months because that's when your energies are ready, solidified between two people, or the plans are solidified, or just in the energy in general is solidified. So do that afterwards. And 3 months normally is when the mask of people fall off. Sometimes it takes 3 weeks, sometimes 3 months. It all depends on how fast your spiritual team works on it and how fast these people can drop the facade and not keep up with it. But definitely keep it to yourself until you're ready to like soft launch. And then like or you just want to wait and it pop out one day with a ring. Like, hey, I might just do that. Pop out one day with a ring. The way my life has been, I might just pop out with a ring. So just go with your intuition, but definitely wait before telling people. And especially if you meet them, don't be like, hey, because I swear it needs to be studied that when you meet somebody new and you start telling people about them, and out of nowhere they start acting funny, they disappear. It needs to be studied. Somebody needs to sit here and study it, because I need a scientific explanation on why this shit happens. I know the spiritual explanation, but I need a scientific explanation to understand why does it happen. Why do we start talking to somebody new and then we're all happy and smitten and we go and tell somebody and then out of nowhere they disappear or they start acting brand new? That needs to be studied. But definitely, this person is going to be very, very coming. I feel like it's coming in very soon. Very, very soon. I'm going to be nosy, because I want to be nosy. It's one thing about being a Hispanic person, especially a Puerto Rican woman. We like to be nosy. We like to be nosy. I know we don't like doing time because, like I said, spirit time and our time is totally different. But I just want to be nosy. Let's be nosy. I don't like that knock. So, ancestors, can we be nosy? Can we get like a time frame? It doesn't have to be a definite time frame, but an idea of a time frame. Okay. Okay, they're not giving me a time frame. They only gave me was standstill, which makes sense because you say you've been single for a very long time, so it's been a standstill. But like the ship has sailed, so yeah, that means it's coming in. They just don't want to give me a time frame, because sometimes good things that happen we don't need to know right away, right? But it's definitely coming in. It's definitely happening. So that person is coming in. I feel like I know in a astrological standpoint, I know for Aries, the second half of 2026 is going to be very lovey-dovey, but a lot of love and people and relationships are happening in March and on for 2026. So that could be a time frame, because 2026, if you, as long as you're in a good energy, high spirits, you did the work in 2025, your 2026 is going to be A1. It's going to be top notch. It's going to be like A1's A1. It's going to be great. Like, and if you haven't really like felt the energy now of like how 2026, because a lot of people, I feel like those who are like really, really tapped in, really in tune, we're gonna start feeling from now until like end of December, we're gonna start feeling how 2026 is gonna be for us. Like we could feel the energy now, because what we're doing now is setting the tone for 2026. So I feel like a lot of people are gonna be in love. I feel like a lot of people are gonna meet their person. A lot of people are gonna have um 180 in life. So like who you are today in December, you're by like, I would say by like May in 2026, you're gonna be a totally different person. Some people are gonna be earlier, like January or February, but May, I feel like that's when everybody's gonna, as a collective, we're all gonna start noticing like, oh my god, I'm a totally different person. Like who I was a year ago is not who I am now. Like hairstyles might change, wardrobe might change, how you approach life might change, thought process might change, like things that didn't attract you before are attracting. Like it's gonna be a totally different thing. It's like it's given spring blossom, like a flower blossom and a blooming. Like that's the best way I could put it. But 2026 is gonna be a very, very good year. I know a lot of people are afraid to say 2026 is gonna be our year, but we have to be in a 1 year and going into it, we have to treat it as a new beginning. 2026 is a new beginning for everybody. And I feel like this new moon that's coming on Friday, we're going to get like a little insight of it. I am doing live on Thursday. I'm going to set it up. And we're going to tap into the new moon energy. Because I've been so excited. Except for yesterday. Yesterday I've been so sleepy because I just started my period. So like I've been like dead sleep. But I feel like this new moon that's coming on Friday is gonna give us a glimpse of what's gonna happen. But I just want to say thank you all for letting me read you. I appreciate you. You're welcome. uh Live on Thursday. 2026 is going to be a great year, and we're gonna, as a collective individuals, we're gonna see it and we're gonna feel it. So definitely see you on Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. I'll probably make the live schedule either tonight or tomorrow. But have a good night and sleep tight.